Sustainability is a word that we use a lot these days. It can mean a lot of different things. The idea behind coffee sustainability is to ensure a sustainable supply of good quality coffee in the future. But climate change is affecting the future of our coffee. Throughout my time working in coffee, I've had many conversations with people from all walks of life. One thing I've learned from all of this is people don't really talk about the invisible footprints behind the making of a cup of coffee. I feel like when you really know a problem, it's hard to ignore. My name is Filza. I'm a chef and a coffee addict. I run a casual dining restaurant in Palu, Kayana Restaurant, where we homemade as many base products as we can to control our food waste. Our mantra from day one is to spoil yourself without spoiling the earth. We maximize resources to minimize the waste, and the eventual waste that will occur get composted back directly where our food grows, at our coffee and herbs plantation. This is my coffee journey to sustainability. We cultivate single-origin organic Robusta and Arabica coffee at our own Kalemago coffee plantation in Nabu Valley, within the area of Lorelindu, a biosphere reserve by the UNESCO. The coffee cultivated without chemical fertilizers and pesticides and the use of chemical herbicides in weed management. My signature beverage for Barista Innovation Challenge 2022 is called plant-powered. As I mentioned before, climate change is affecting the future of our coffee. Most of us indulge ourselves in animal products every day and sometimes excessively. Do you know that such behavior actually contribute the most to climate change? Plant-powered offers solution as a product by recreating the best-selling coffee product in Indonesia, ice milk coffee, in a form of all plant-based ingredients. This kind of beverage is alive, it has a life cycle of its own, and when you create a product with minimum waste potential, it's very easy to not have it big or fancy looking. It's just natural. We start by making the espresso base with full Robusta from Kalemago coffee with roasting level of medium to dark and flavor notes of dark chocolate, popcorn, caramel, a bit acidy, and umami. I'm using 18 grams of coffee with yield 60 ml and putting it right into hyperchiller for 2 minutes. By essentially blanching the coffee, we are giving more prominence to the aromatic flavor notes. Then from the espresso pack, I'm making it into coffee saccharum by mixing the espresso pack with brown cane sugar with a 1:1 ratio, leaving it at room temperature for 24 hours and then later mixing it with cold brew made from the same coffee bean and strain it. To add complexity of the flavor and retain the bitterness, I'm pouring 3 grams blend of rooibos and cinnamon tea, brew with 120 ml of 92 degrees water and purposely oversteep the brewing time to 7 minutes. Now straight from the hyperchiller, I'm mixing 30 ml of chilled espresso, 15 ml of coffee saccharum, 30 ml of rooibos and cinnamon tea, and 5 ml of drip mixed berry syrup to add freshness and tartness to the aftertaste. To bind all the flavors together, I'm mixing saline solution made of sea salt from local farmer with a 1:4 salt to water ratio. We then move on to making plant-based milk by grinding 75 grams cashew, 37.5 grams oats, 1.5 grams cinnamon powder, 30 ml drip honey syrup, and 225 ml water. We then strain it through nut milk bag, reserve the liquid in chiller for at least 24 hours. Now with the dregs, we mix it with flour and margarine, shape the mixture into a plant-modeled mold, and bake at 150 degrees until it becomes a nice crispy crackers. It is now time to assemble our drink. I'm mixing the liquid cashew milk concoction and coffee mixture together, pouring it inside electric frother and making it into a cold espuma. Pour over the pre-chilled cocktail glass with ice, add garnish of our baked dregs, edible flower, and thyme leaves. The smell of edible flower and thyme will remind you of a freshly cut grass, and when you mix it inside your drink, it will complement the sweetness and articulation of drip mixed berry syrup. So here it is, time to spoil yourself without spoiling the earth. Let's live sustainably, one cup at a time.